From time to time, Maui Tomorrow has taken other groups under its wing and offered them a fiscal sponsorship agreement. As Maui Tomorrow is very interested in sustainability issues, and one of our board members, Maury King, is a founding member of South Maui Sustainability, we thought that this was a perfect fit. Their mission is creating sustainability awareness and action through education, growing our own food, producing our own energy, and conserving and sharing our resources. They recently started a school garden program at Kihei Elementary School, and we'd like to share that story with you.
What's your favorite thing about gardening?
Eating the vegetables after they're already grown.
How did South Maui Sustainability start their gardening?
Well, we have one of the people that's involved with our group. Her name is Emily, and she's a substitute teacher. And she really liked the idea of having gardens in the schools, so she started talking to the principals. And last year we had a small garden at this school, Kihei Elementary. We had another garden at Lokalani, which is right around the corner. That's a middle school. And then we put a garden in at Kamali'i Elementary School. And then we had one teacher at each school that was interested. And after we put the garden in here last year, one of the 20 other teachers asked us if we would have a garden for them too. So that's what we're doing today, is starting that.
What inspired you to get involved in this project?
Well, I am very, very much a fan of the children at the school. And I used to be an elementary school teacher years ago and stopped teaching for quite a while I was in the business world, and always felt that someday I would get back and start something in the schools again. And I love gardening, and I noticed that this school could use some beautification, and that there's a really amazing group of kids here, and the teachers are wonderful and the staff is wonderful. And so it just seemed logical to start here and do a school garden.
Well, I'd like to see this expanded to where all kids would have an opportunity to experience the gardening that we're trying to do right now.
Great. And what do you think? Do you see this as possibly as a model program that could be good for other schools?
Well, my understanding was that we were going to start here and then expand out to other schools. So I think this is a great idea that the South Maui Sustainability Group is trying to do. It helps students learn better, to me.
Wow, Susan, it's coming together.
It's coming together.
What are we doing here? What's right behind us?
Well, the black things that you see on the ground are wood wattles. And they're a biofilter sock that is filled with wood chips. And the volunteers are laying them out, and they're putting cardboard in the bottom, and they're going to fill the dirt in. So those will be raised beds. It's a new system we're trying. It's very easy, and we're going to see how it works.
And what's the other product that you brought today?
The other product is called the Wiki Garden, and it's a 3-foot modular garden. It's fully self-contained. It's filled with organic compost, peat moss, bat guano, worm castings, all kinds of really good organic ingredients. It has an irrigation tube already set up inside it. So if someone wants to start an organic garden, all they have to do is buy one of these Wiki Gardens, plug it into their hose, and plant their seeds,
Wow.
watch it grow.
And what is your interest in donating to the schools, the homeless shelters? Why are you choosing to do that?
The main emphasis behind our donations is to teach sustainability and self-reliance. We want to make sure that people understand that growing their own food doesn't have to be difficult, it doesn't have to be expensive. In fact, it could save you money, and it just teaches really good values to the young children.
How do you think this is going to benefit the community?
It could benefit the community on a lot of different levels. The first level, of course, is the kids getting involved with agriculture and redefining their relationship with school, community, responsibility to grow things. Personally, I think that the more that we do this, the more responsibility and power is communicated back to the people in the community about what's real. And there's nothing more than real than what you breathe and what you eat. So it's a big deal.
Do you have a vision for gardening or why you're choosing this project to volunteer for?
I'd like to be involved in a lot of the projects, but this one in particular because it's local food production, or anything that we can do to increase the awareness of the need to grow more food locally and to further that cause. And I think this is an excellent example. It gets the kids involved, and they see that, especially the ones that may see it at home too. They can kind of be the stars here and say, oh yeah, I know how to do that, and those kids can stand up and be a leader that day, and then feel proud of that producing local food, and take that with them through the rest of their life. I know it sure brings me a lot of joy. I know that.
I went through training this year as a Maui Master Gardener, and across the island we are having programs with schools. I think it's just fabulous to see this huge garden being put in here at Kihei Elementary, and working with the kids has been delightful.
It's been a wonderful experience. First of all, when I heard about gardening with second graders, I had no idea that they would be so able to be present and follow directions, help each other, and really plant their own garden. I was very impressed after working with them.
Did your juggling skills help?
Well, it helped me grok with them so that they could feel comfortable and present, and that we could establish fun as part of our practice.
So I understand gardening is not actually part of the curriculum.
No, it's not. But plants, learning about plants and learning about economics and nutrition, all of that part is, and physical, the physical education of gardening even, I think is going to be important for our kids. Learning about the environment and everything around them.
My wife's one of the teachers down here, Kihei Elementary, and I started getting my fingers green again a while back when I was interested in the Hawaii culture and what it has to do with sustainability. And I went to a couple of SMS meetings, and I've learned so much about how to maintain my health by keeping a small garden and help other people realize that it's very easy to make peace with your environment. And that's really what I'm trying to do, is make peace with my environment so I can help other people.
One of the great things I think about these kind of events is all of us really in our hearts want to help. We want to be part of a community, and we forget because sometimes the structure of our culture doesn't allow for enough of these sort of events. So it turns out that we all want to be here doing this, and we don't really know it unless they're happening, and we get together and we make it happen. And what happens when we get together is really beautiful.
Thanks for joining us today, and tell us a couple of things. What do you think about the job that we're doing here?
I think it's excellent. I'm so excited to see all the seeds I planted back 20 years ago coming up. And I think to do it at an educational facility is a fantastic idea.
Great.
There's a couple of, one of the things I'm really enjoying here is to see that the first thing you do in permaculture is make sure that the garden's in a good site. And that
How did we
would
do?
mean that you did excellently. That means that it's in a place where people circulate and are going by all the time. So here we are with pathways. It's a place that the kids will be walking by. You want your garden to be accessible. You want your garden to be seen all the time. That way you can take care of it. You don't want it buried away in a corner.
Tell me a little something about your vision for our garden here.
Well, I see this as a sustainable future for the people of Kihei and all of Maui. Yeah, I believe that here in the tropics we have a unique environment, a unique ability to produce food year-round, all kinds of different foods, and I want to help people learn how to do that.
You know, we just, all we really need as a community is a model or a structure or new rules to this very new game, and I think we're making it happen. South Maui Sustainability has a big hand in that, so it's exciting.
see, I found out about this garden project through an email from South Maui Sustainability.
And what motivates you to come down here and get sweaty with us?
I like to sweat. I like to be dirty.
You've been working hard this morning. I've watched you.
I'm super excited. This is an awesome opportunity.
Oh, great. Thank you for participating. What? And you're a fourth grade teacher?
Yes, I teach fourth grade.
So we have about how many teachers are going to be involved in this project, do you know?
Quite a few. Not just fourth grade, but everybody from kindergarten up to fifth grade, actually. So.
And you said something about how this is going to help with your Hawaiian studies in some way?
Yeah, it's part of our standards and a benchmark, so it's great because part of our standards is to talk about, you know, the Hawaiian community as a farming community and how they were self-sustainable. So I'm pretty excited because we're going to have dryland taro and then we're going to have some sweet potatoes, so the kids get hands-on experience like, oh, this is what a sweet potato looks like and this is how you actually grow a sweet potato. They don't have that, you know, hands-on experience at home. Yeah. So it's nice to provide it here for them here at school.
I really hope that the kids will have enough time out here that they can tell their folks that they'd like to make a garden in the backyard, because I know a number of young kids who have just at the spur of a moment changed the backyard of their folks' home into a delicious garden. And that's what amazed me, is that kids really can use their energy wisely and do something at home that will benefit the whole community and their own families.
You can see the excitement of children making the connection between what they're learning in the classroom and then seeing things happening out here in the garden.
As we move forward, we're looking forward to the community getting more involved in this garden. In a lot of ways, a school garden is a community garden. And we'd love to see more members of the community get involved in maintaining the garden and helping the kids grow our future.
It's really great the way all the volunteers from the community have turned out, huh?
Yeah. I mean, volunteering is just the greatest. You get a feeling of community that you just don't get any other way.
I think that about says it. Thanks.
Thank you.